I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was top, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I got it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with it, so what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
She right got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and wanna see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that wanna keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, your check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the...
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. He was 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Brady. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
The carry for Carolina.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd down.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 16-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
A gain of 36 yards. First down, Carolina.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. First carry from Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd and 3 from the 9. McCaffrey on the toss right. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
To throw, Kaepernick. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so
Mike Evans, he's going to go. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Lindsey on the toss left. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. They'll get it to the 23-yard line.
Philip Lindsey on the carry.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
We're scoreless after 1.
First quarter with no score.
2nd quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Throwing now is Brady. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. They're going with Lindsey. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times and any...
Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Philip Lindsay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Let's get him.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has...
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Brady going to throw. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsay. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Taken down at the 30.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. He'll find Lindsay here. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down.
6 yards.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. On second down, McCaffrey. He finds some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 33 and a first.
3 yards on the play.
Kaepernick going to throw. Out to his left. That's to McCaffrey, complete. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw, Kaepernick. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to fourth down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Intercepted.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
54, check, check, 54, 54. Check, check.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Winds up and lets it go. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Kaepernick. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A short kick taken at the 18. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He's going to look deep for Moore. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Lindsey. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
At the 35-yard
well, whenever you talk about players that really broke out in the 2019 season, you better add Chris Godwin to that list. Over 1,300 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. He was 2nd among receivers last season receiving yards per game at 95. This guy combines great body control, excellent strength, and terrific route running ability to become a really big downfield threat.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Regular.
Operating from the gun. Brady quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
At the 6-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Lindsey. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Kaepernick. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Kaepernick. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down.
Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
On first down, Kaepernick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Antoine Winfield on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey.
Kaepernick's pass.
Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Kaepernick. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
A gain of
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Kaepernick. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick flushed out right. And it's caught. And he's brought down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw, Kaepernick. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Vita Vea in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. McCaffrey, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Play action. Now it's Brady. Looking in zone for Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Kaepernick to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And we've got a timeout.
It's a gain of 6.
9 seconds remaining.
Down, Carolina.
To throw is Kaepernick. He's going to look deep for more. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
The ball carrier.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. First throw of overtime for Brady. It's caught. Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a 1st down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. Still churning. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a carry for Lindsey. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't use... You get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2.
At the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Here's Michael Pilardi now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
54 Mike. Check.
To throw again. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
58, boys, 58, Mike. They can't hang with us. Check three. Shadow. 58's the Mike. 50.
Shotgun now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let a team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed down the field.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
54
Here's Kaepernick to throw. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL.
Flag on the play.
Yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah.
Flag on the play.